So it may seem obvious to some of you by now, but I love variety. I love exploring different games that range across all spectrums of genre. And this week, I had a bit of trouble figuring out what exactly to make a video on. So I went through my entire Steam library when I came across a game that I haven't loaded since 2019. Since it released, actually. That game being Ghost Recon Breakpoint. I'm amazed at how much content is within this game. Apparently Ubisoft learned a lot from their mistakes at launch and listened to their community. They created such a unique and fun world to dive headfirst into, and so far I'm loving it. If you know me a little, one of my favorite genres to explore is open world games. Games that provide you with a sense of adventure, mystery, and excitement. I've been playing a bunch of Breakpoint this week, just trying to get my feet wet, moving from location to location to earn rewards for clearing out outposts filled with enemies, and just getting a little bit of that scratch of that tactical itch I have. What surprised me most was finding out how passionate the community and the developers for this game are. There are mods still being made for hardcore fans by hardcore fans, and on top of that, the devs have gone above and beyond to adjust the game accordingly to those who want a different experience altogether. Breakpoint has a mode called Immersion Mode. Immersion Mode not only turns off your HUD to make the game worth soaking in, but it creates a really interesting dynamic to your weapons and overall loadout when taking on challenging conflicts. That means no more crosshair to see where you're aiming. You're going to have to use a laser sight for that. It has the right amount of immersion that I'd expect a Tom Clancy game to have in it. And don't worry, if that scares you, you can just turn it right back on. As for me, I like a bit of immersion, but obviously I'm still learning the game's mechanics, so I don't really want to have everything off like some people do. But let me just say this much: the less you have active, the more you feel like the character you're playing as. Now, I'm not a newcomer to the Tom Clancy series. I like the worlds that the developers create and the over-the-top scenarios that they throw their characters into. And Breakpoint definitely doesn't disappoint. I mean, you have so much variety to do in this game, it's insane. It kind of reminds me a bit of Just Cause and Far Cry, and if I'm being honest, that isn't a bad thing. Both of which I also loved, but it's the tactical aspect of this game that truly shines. Breakpoint plays out like an open world action RPG, and it displays it wonderfully. Gorgeous graphics and a lively world as well. Planning ahead of time and taking the right gear can make all the difference in the world, especially if the enemy has dead-eye aim. I just love that you can set the parameters and play as freely as you'd like. Normally, this game has gear rarity like most looters do, but with immersion mode, you can opt out of that and just play with different weapons and just feel them out. It's a realism mode, essentially. Enemies aren't as tanky, but neither are you, so the game is fair. Military simulators are some of the most interesting games out there. They usually require a long time to learn and master most of the mechanics, but Breakpoint is at an entry level, meaning anyone can pick this up and play. I think it's perfect for short sessions of exploration, and even better with teammates. This game features teammates from both Rainbow Six Siege and Wildlands, which is awesome because your team has its own progression system, and you can customize them to your liking too. They all have something to offer if you're willing to level them up. And of course, you can even have some of your friends jump into your world too. And all of you guys can work strategically to take down compounds as a unit. I think Breakpoint is the best type of game for somebody who just wants to get lost on a big island with tons of guns at their disposal. I'm really glad I returned to it and gave it another try because I could see myself playing this for a while. And sometimes it's really good to unwind and just relax and watch the sunset on a mountain. But on the other hand, sometimes it's good to just let loose a bit and have fun being a one-man army. I hope you all really enjoyed this video. I know I did. I'm already itching to play a little bit more as I edit this, so I'm going to go off and do that. My name is Zen, and I will see you guys in the next one. Take care.